James Bond is the next strong male character that Hollywood plans on destroying. James Bond franchise producers say future films will further explore super spy's emotional side. Bond is evolving, just as men are evolving. And what is this evolution that they're talking about here? It is the woke evolution that says that women must become more masculine and men must become more feminine. That is the future that they want, because they want to completely destroy what makes men strong men and what makes women great women. So we're going to be taking a look at this and seeing what's going on with this entire crazy story here. The next James Bond film will have bigger roles for women and a more sensitive 007, according to the producers. This is basically going to spell out as the end of James Bond. And the hilarious thing about this entire post here that I thought was very entertaining is that it received a massive amount of backlash. This entire idea of a more effeminate James Bond is getting absolutely obliterated by the internet in the most glorious way imaginable. So we have here my boy Zuby, who says in response, these entertainment media companies consistently and intentionally piss off their own audiences now, and it's an odd business strategy. Nobody wants this. Good luck to them. And as you can see here, he completely ratioed this post. Like, it's not even close. Like, this post got completely obliterated by Zuby. So it's absolutely ridiculous. This is also something that I thought was very funny. Somebody said in mockery of this entire thing, can't wait for the electric car chase scenes. Trans Bond girls. James Bond producer Barbara Broccoli mega trolled for sensitive 007 idea for next Bond film. And this is something that we've been hearing about for quite some time now when it comes to James Bond, with people saying, oh, James Bond is going to be a woman, or James Bond is going to be gay. All of these different ideas that they're continuing to push out there that completely strip away what makes James Bond James Bond. None of these things are going to have any sort of effect in pushing this franchise further. People are going to turn away from it, and this franchise will die. Just like pretty much every other franchise that Disney has decided, or not Disney, but Hollywood in general, has decided to screw up. Disney has done that with a lot of their things, but it's not just Disney that's doing it. According to the half-sibling production team currently at the helm of the James Bond franchise, the focus placed on the iconic British super spy's more emotional and vulnerable side. In his last outing, No Time to Die was less a one-off look into a seldom seen aspect of the character and more a preview of the franchise's future to come. Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson, who have served as the overseers of the cinematic incarnation, have basically gone woke. That's basically what it boils down to. Asked by the entertainment trade news outlet if they had yet to make any progress on finding Daniel Craig's successor for the franchise's eponymous role, the pair began by briefly touching upon the potential casting of Idris Elba. Which apparently Idris Elba was like, yeah, I don't really want to get involved in this, which is very, very smart of him, especially if they're going to be the way of making James Bond a sensitive little soy cake. Honestly, I think Idris Elba would do a phenomenal job as James Bond. I think he has the feel. He has everything that the James Bond character could have. I think he would do a phenomenal job. And Idris Elba, I believe, is British as well. So honestly, I think that he would do a fantastic job as James Bond. The thing is, it's going to be a couple of years off, said Broccoli, and when we cast Bond, it's a 10 to 12 year commitment. So he's probably thinking, do I really want that thing? Not everybody wants to do that. It was hard enough to get Daniel Craig. It could also just be that Idris Elba is thinking, do I really want to be soyed up? I don't think so. But then you hear them talking about how they want to make him more sensitive and everything else. It's an evolution. Bond is evolving, just as men are evolving. I don't know who is evolving at a faster pace. Variety writes that Broccoli confirmed to them that the humanizing of the once womanizing spy and the ensuring of more fulfilling media roles for the female stars of the franchise done during her and her brother's handling of the franchise will continue in the next films. Yikes, yikes. So with all of that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. What do you think about the direction of James Bond? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.